with an unusual level of violence in our country.
Throughout your life, you fought for ideals that are now foundational in the country, the whole civil rights beliefs and principles. Are you seeing a reverse? Do you think we've gone into reverse? Is progress reversing now?
I want to hope, against hope, that this is a kind of aberration. You see beacons of light breaking through, but the fierce winds to undercut progress are there, and there are people who feel there was a time we talk about the racism of the black man's burden, the white man's shame. That's bad, but when it's shameless, and when it's pride as opposed to shame, that's letting it all hang out. And so now we're into the season of violence that is, and it's not just limited to race. I mean, the spirit of cages on the border is damaging to our assertion of who we are as a nation. Here's a ball player put kids in classrooms, and here's another guy put kids in cages. So the Lion King puts children in schools. The King of Lies put children in cages.
Could you give us a prediction and prophecy, your view of how America will not only survive but recover from the current occupant of the Oval Office?
We feel pretty good about what we will overcome as Americans. We're not proud about being the third generation of slaveholders, children. Don't want to discuss that. We're proud of what we have accomplished, not where we come from. And so I think that there'll be those who will, you see these races, we're winning races all over the country now. People are voting who have not been involved in the process before. That's how we're surviving Trump now. One light in darkness, darkness has to back up. They don't have as much light as they have darkness to dispel darkness. Just one light every now and then will do it. So I think America will go forward. I think we will keep fighting for public accommodations. We'll keep fighting for the right to vote. We'll keep fighting.
And you have had a life that mattered. You were part of a vanguard of civil rights leaders who reshaped our society, our country, and probably the world. What is that like to be you? What is your life meant as you look at it, and what is your sense of it here in the winter of your years?
Where I am now is not a course I charted as in point A to point Z. And I've seen in my lifetime some miracles. Well, America itself is a miracle in contrast to what it was 50 years ago. That's why I'm so covetous of not letting us go back. And why I think that those who come forward because of the 50 years of season shouldn't let it go back either, because the main blacks have benefited a little and whites a lot. We've grown, we've got more dignity, and white has more wealth because of what we've done. Right? That's my sense of it. And somewhere along the way I learned to respect and appreciate people for their, what I call for their real worth. You know, I once said if I had a child, we wanted a child. If I want a child to have several qualities: one, to have a good mind; two, to be physically strong enough not to be dependent upon somebody; three, to have the courage of one's convictions, have a point of view; and four, to see others as they are, not as they would have them to be. Scientific objectivity. And I've tried to live by those principles. To see people as they are, not as others would have them to be. And I have found some scoundrels and some geniuses in all complexions, frankly, in my lifetime.